So apologies for that, guys. Whatever I was doing, I was trying to share a screen of the vagus nerve, and for whatever reason, it totally knocked our broadcast off. So we still have got a good 5 minutes. So I really didn't want to end today. Here she is. Woohoo! I really didn't want to end today on just 50 minutes. So, Susan, I am very, very sorry. Nobody was hearing anything that you said when you were on your own. So you were basically speaking to yourself there for 5 minutes. So I do apologise.
That's okay. I'll let you off.
I'm never going to try and screen share ever again.
It's a lesson, eh? We know how we've got to try it. See if it works or not. These things happen.
So
it was fun though. It was good to be here, and it was good to talk, Stephen.
Yeah. So, but before I nipped off there, before I couldn't get myself back on the screen, you were talking about who you are and what you do. So, would you like to share that again?
I was just saying I'm Susan Watson from Perfect Solutions Coaching, and I'm based in Kirkliston. That I'm all over the place in social media, but I have Facebook pages. And although, yes, I am still seeing people online, like over Zoom or whatever, Messenger, I offer support to people on anxiety, emotions, trauma. I also work with grief and loss. So I've got a special page for grief and loss, and it's all about healing a broken heart. But on Perfect Solutions Coaching, anyone can message me, and I'm here to help. I do offer free support online, so if anybody wants to chat, they can just get in touch with me. And I'm always enjoying helping people. I'm here to help. That's what I mean. Yeah.
One thing that Susan does as well, and I want to share with you, is because I think it's pretty amazing. Susan is our grief and bereavement counsellor at the Soul Man and Friends, and it's not just for our customers; it's for everybody. So anybody who was going through any kind of bereavement or trauma,
loss.
Yeah, any kind of loss. Yeah, Susan's there to offer free support for anybody who needs it, which I think is absolutely amazing. It's something that our team are definitely very happy with as well, because when we're working with people, sometimes they do need more, and the fact that Susan's that resource that we can then put people onto and give them that extra support, I think is just wonderful. So thank you, Mrs. Watson.
I was keen to do it because, do you know what, there's a lot of people, loss is all about all different things. It can be anything. And just to have someone just to come into your shop and just to be able to speak to somebody for half an hour or an hour, do you know what, that can make a difference to somebody's life. So I'm happy to do that.
Yeah, it's amazing. You should be awfully proud of yourself, Mrs.
You just like to bum me up, Stephen. Nah, I'm all right. Honest, I'm fine. I find it very rewarding helping people. It's never been just about money. It's always been about making a difference for people.
And that's it. We were speaking about that the other day in my surgery. I don't know if you watched my surgery with Gina when we were speaking about like when's the right time for spiritual guidance, and sometimes we do have to say this is not the right time. However, I think that you should really be speaking to someone. And it's interesting because we'd just done some work with a young lad, Susan. Remember, we're obviously we're not going to share who he is or his name or anything like that.
Yeah.
But
we did, yeah.
He was in a very, very broken, very upset way in the shop that day, and I was like, this isn't a reading, isn't what you need today. You need more. And Susan done some work with him, and then he came back into the shop to speak to me, and he'd said, Stephen, I just want to thank you and Susan for everything that you've done. It's made such a difference to my life. So I think that's wonderful. So thank you.
Good team, Stephen. We're a good team.
Teamwork makes the dream work and all that jazz. Yeah. It's true. I also like talking to you as well because your face is much bigger than mine on the camera. Normally I'm like the moon and everybody else is.
So I'm moon face. Is that what you're saying?
find it very flattering talking to you every day. So before we finish, because we are just at the end of the surgery today, does anybody have any other questions for Susan? And actually, what might be a good idea is, what would you like her to talk about on Monday? Because she is with us every Monday and Friday. So what would you like to hear about on Monday? What kind of things would you like to see and think that you could do with a little bit of help with in Susan's surgery on Monday?
Yeah, I'm happy to do anything that anybody wants. I'm okay with that.
Okay, I'll message you later. That's a really bad joke, eh? Now I'm going to message her and say, Susan, can you?
Because if I'm going to do these surgeries, you want it to be something that is useful to other people anyway. I don't want to just come and talk for the sake of talking. I want it to be because I can share methods to help people.
Yeah. So what would you guys like to see? There is a delay. There's about a 30-second delay, so.
Or maybe just nobody's got anything to say.
Or maybe. If not, Susan and I will discuss that anyway. But everything that Susan does, it's all around managing stress. And I think at this time, especially going through this lockdown, and especially this time of year as well, ways in which you can manage stress and help yourself to feel better, I think is always a good thing.
Yeah.
I think traditionally the middle of January is quite a huge dark time for people, isn't it? There's that. Is it Blue Monday? Is that on Monday?
Yeah, I might have to think, if nobody's got anything to ask for, I might think about mindset, like how to work against like rumination, constant thoughts, negativity, all the things. Because sometimes people get stuck in that, especially when you're feeling a bit down.
Jackie's asking there, Susan, how do you get past seeing the horrible passing I still see it 5 years down the road?
What is this?
So this is, I believe this is someone that Jackie really loved, and they had a really horrible passing.
See, anything to do with loss and grief is very individual to the person. And what I would say to you, Jacqueline, is if it's still impacting you today, like people carry grief with them and their life grows around grief. But if it's really impacting how you feel and you're thinking about it a lot, do you know what? Then maybe you could private message me and there's something that we could chat about that rather than doing it in a public place. Does that make sense? Because sometimes it's getting it out and talking about it is the most important thing that you can do, rather than keeping it in your head and your thoughts. But grief's different for having been stuck in a mindset that's not maybe positive or good for you. That's two different things. It's a different way we would manage the grief. And I would say message me if you want, and we can talk about that. Do you know what? I'll look at mindset for Monday, and if you join us on Monday, I'll make sure I've got stuff about that, about coming out a particular mindset and moving forward. Because there is ways you can actually do it. It takes a bit of effort, but there is things that you can do. But it's like everything else in life, it takes a bit of effort to make a change.
Yeah. Amazing. So Jackie, I would say just send Susan a wee message and she can chat away with you.
Yeah, do that, Jackie. And honest, we'll have a little conversation about that.
Cool. So if Anne's jumping on there as well, just saying that would be great. Thanks. A work in progress. I think we're all working on ourselves, aren't we? Constantly, always working on ourselves. And I think that's, it's fascinating because I was reading something yesterday about people who live this life in a pursuit of happiness never truly find happiness because they're always in the pursuit of happiness. And it's actually quite it's quite a narrow-minded way of thinking, isn't it, to be in the pursuit of happiness? Because, you know, we all want to be.
What I would say is nobody will ever live in a constant state of happiness, because if you lived in a constant state of happiness, that becomes your normal. Happiness and joy is the spikes above your normal.
Yeah.
Right. So if you can live a balanced life, and you'll always have low moments, and you have your high moments too. Your high moments are your happiness. And you know what? A balanced life is what we should all be aiming for, with spikes of happiness.
Amazing.
That makes sense.
Yeah, absolutely. More than makes sense. So if you are following us, guys, just go over Susan Watson, Perfect Solutions Coaching, is our Facebook page, so you can nip over there. You can send her a wee message for Jackie and anybody else wanting to speak to Susan. Susan, you might be regretting this. You'll get like 30 messages all coming in at once, but that's okay. Perfect Solutions Coaching. And we also have here as well, I just want to pop up your YouTube channel. So we've got Perfect Solutions Coaching on YouTube. Susan's got lots of videos up there that really help you to be able to manage stress as well. So, you know, if you can't tap into the Soul Man surgeries, you've got our Soul Man surgeries, historical Soul Man surgeries that we've done, but Susan's also got hundreds of self-help videos up there on her YouTube. And then she's also got the Healing a Broken Heart Facebook page, which is, it's more of a observatory page, isn't it, Susan? It's non-interactive.
It's not a group, and it's not where people are expected to share their information, although they can message me privately if they want. It's a journey. That's what I would call. I always say to people, go to the bottom, the very start of the page, because it's a journey through grief, recognizing your own grief, and it's a journey of how to go into healing and meaningful and a joyful life again. But it is start at the bottom, and it's a journey that you're going on yourself. But I'm there in the background if anyone would like to talk to me or have any support.
Amazing. Thank you, Susan. And obviously, everything that we've been speaking about today, you know, please always do see a medical practitioner if you do have any medical conditions. Susan and I are not saying that you should go and, you know, if you think you've got something wrong with you, don't go tapping your vagus nerve, go and see your doctor first. Yeah,
absolutely. Every time.
So, thank you very much, guys. It has been absolutely wonderful talking to you today, Susan. Stick on the line, because we're going to have a wee quick 30-second blether before you go. But thank you very much, and thank you everybody who has watched today. And we will see you Monday morning.
Monday. Thank you, everyone. Thank you. Bye.
Oh.